How to get rid of gray hair naturally and permanently. Hey! Subscribe to the channel, click on the bell and listen carefully. How to dye your hair in a natural way. You have already learned several facts about dyeing your hair with popular cosmetic products. Even if you are considering such a possibility because these products can't be washed out of your hair completely, you shouldn't think that you won't need to dye your hair again. Definitely, your hair will become gray again since it is growing all the time. Therefore, you will need to dye the part of your hair which is located close to your scalp. Let's look through the most effective natural remedies for dyeing your hair. 1. Henna. Henna is produced from the Lawsonia inermis tree. This substance has been known since ancient times. It was used for dyeing hair and creating beautiful temporary tattoos on the skin. Henna can have different colors. It is usually mixed with other substances which can change the color of henna as well. For example, in order to get a darker shade of your hair, you can get a mixture of henna and indigo. It is possible to change the color of your hair into various shades of red and brown with the help of this natural product. Henna can be used with other natural substances which may change the color of the dyer or make it more stable. For example, it can be used with fragrant oils, vinegar, lemon juice, and cloves. Pay your attention to the fact that the use of henna is not only a perfect way of changing the color of your hair. You can apply henna as a remedy for damaged and dry hair as well. This product can be used as a mask for treating hair and you will be surprised by the effects this remedy can give you. The frequency of repeating dyeing your hair will depend on the color you choose. For some colors, it will be enough to dye your hair once a month. Yet, other colors will need to be refreshed once a week. 2. Tea. You may be surprised to learn that ordinary tea can change the color of your hair. If you want to get rid of your gray hair, you can use simple tea bags. Rooibos is perfect for getting a red color. Chamomile tea can be used for blonde shades. Black tea will help you to dye your hair into dark colors. Of course, the amount of tea bags you should use per one procedure depends on the color you would like to get as well the length of your hair. The longer your hair is, the more tea bags you will need to use for dyeing. Try to take up to 5 tea bags for your first experiment with dyeing your hair with tea. This will help you to understand whether you like the results of the procedure or not. You will need to steep the tea bags into 400 ml of boiling water. Before you apply it on your hair, you should allow the tea to become colder. Add the tea to the conditioner. Thus, it will be easier for you to use this remedy. Tea should be applied to clean and wetted hair. Cover your hair with this substance and leave it for at least 1 hour. If you want to get a more intensive color, you can leave the substance on your hair for a longer time. You shouldn't wash your hair with warm water afterward. Use exclusively lukewarm water for this purpose. High temperature can cleanse your hair of the pigments more quickly. 3. Coffee. Not only tea can be used for dyeing your hair. You can also use coffee. Of course, coffee will be appropriate only for those people who want to get dark hair. How can you dye your hair with coffee? First, you should prepare a pot of strong coffee. Then, you can mix the coffee, when it becomes cold, with your hair conditioner. Several teaspoons of spent coffee grounds can also be added to the conditioner in order to get a better effect. The conditioner should be applied to your hair and left there for at least 1 hour. Then, you will need to rinse it off your hair with lukewarm water. Coffee will also help you to moisturize your scalp and hair. It is rich in natural oils which nourish the skin and hair. Check the color you get after dyeing. If you are not satisfied with the results, you may need to repeat the procedure. 4. Herbs. If you want to give your gray hair an attractive color and improve the condition of the hair as well, you can use herbs for this purpose. For red hair, you can use marigold, hibiscus flowers, carrots, red clover, beets, rose hips, and red rose petals. Providing you want to have blonde hair, you can use mullein flowers, chamomile, sunflower petals, calendula, yarrow, lemon peel, marigold, and saffron. Dark color can be achieved if you dye your hair with comfrey root, rosemary, black walnut hulls, sage, cinnamon, nettle, cloves. If you have an opportunity for getting fresh plants, you will need to dry them before using and crush. Otherwise, you can buy dry herbs. It is possible to mix several herbs with each other, which can give you even more intensive color. In order to use dry herbs for dyeing your hair, you should add water to half a cup of dried herbs powder. Then, you should stove this mixture for at least 30 minutes. It is important to add a carrier oil to the mixture after it cools. A carrier oil allows your hair to absorb the pigments. You can use olive oil or coconut oil as a carrier oil. You will need a tablespoon of carrier oil for this purpose. When you prepare a mixture, you will need to apply it on your hair and leave it there for at least 2 hours. Then, you should rinse the hair thoroughly with lukewarm water. 5. Indian gooseberry. Indian gooseberry, which is also called Phyllanthus obliqua or amla, can be used as a colorant and a remedy for damaged hair. You can prepare a paste of Indian gooseberry in almond oil or coconut oil. This mixture should be massaged into your scalp and left for at least an hour. You can also use Indian gooseberry as a supplement for your diet. It is very tasty and beneficial for your health. 6. Potato skins. There is a quite peculiar way of darkening your hair. You can use natural potato skins instead of a chemical product. As far as you have noticed, cut potatoes can change their color with time. This process takes place because of the presence of starch in this vegetable. Thus, if you use potato skins for coloring your hair, you will be able to get a very attractive dark shade. How can you use potato skin for coloring your hair? You will need to prepare a cup of potato skins first. Then, you should add the skins to 400 ml of boiling water. Boil the ingredients for at least 25 minutes. You should strain the peels out of the water. Leave the water for some time for cooling down. If you do not like the scent of the water, you can add several drops of essential oils. The water should be applied to clean hair after conditioning. The liquid can be poured directly on the hair or applied with the help of a special dyeing brush. When the procedure is finished, you should rinse your hair with cool water. You may need to repeat the process in order to get more intensive color. 7. Carrot, lemon juice, and beet. Carrot, beet, and lemon juice are the next products which can be used for dyeing your hair. In case you want to use them, it would be better to prepare juices from these products. You can use lemon juice for golden blonde colors, beets for dark red colors, and soft orange shades can be achieved with carrots. You will need a cup of any juice and your regular conditioner for dyeing the hair. Mix these two substances and place on your hair. You will need to leave a natural cosmetic on your hair for at least an hour in order to get better results. In case you are using lemon juice, it is advised to sit outdoors in order to get extra lightening. Pay your attention to the fact that carrot juice and beet juice can change the color of your skin as well. Therefore, you should protect the skin of your face and neck when you are dyeing your hair. The best natural remedies for reversing black hair. You have already known about the possibilities of dyeing your hair without any harsh chemicals. Yet, it is obvious that you may want to use such an option which will allow you to get rid of gray hair completely. Look through the remedies described in this part of the article and you may find something useful for your hair. 1. Blackstrap molasses. Blackstrap molasses is a remedy which is used by many people for treating gray hair. In addition to it, this natural product allows you to make your hair stronger and more attractive. You can add blackstrap molasses as a natural sweetener to your food. This product is widely used instead of ordinary sugar. It will be sufficient to consume 2 tablespoons of blackstrap molasses on a daily basis. Pay your attention to the fact that you can add the sweetener to various dishes and pastries. You can also use this substance directly on your hair. Take 1/4 of a cup of blackstrap molasses and apply on your hair. It is recommended to leave the substance for at least 30 minutes. Use lukewarm water for rinsing molasses off. 2. Onion juice. The positive effects of using onion juice for treating gray hair has been proved experimentally. Onion juice is rich in such important substances as sulfur and biotin, which help to make your hair strong, healthy, and shiny. In addition to it, biotin and sulfur speed up the growth of hair. You can peel several onions and extract the juice with the help of a juicer or blender. This juice can be applied directly on the scalp and hair. Leave the substance up to 1 hour. If you can't bear the smell of onions, you can add some essential oils to the juice. For example, you can use sandalwood oil. Another method of using onions as a treatment for gray hair is an onion paste. In order to make such a paste, you will need to grate several onions. You can perform a delicate massage with this paste and leave it on your scalp and hair for approximately 45 minutes. Bear in mind that it is sensible to make a skin test before you apply onions, since some people may have an allergy to these vegetables. 3. Amaranth leaves. Many people use amaranth leaves for restoring your normal hair color and stimulating the growth of hair, since this plant is rich in various important minerals for healthy hair. You can prepare a juice from fresh amaranth leaves and apply the juice directly on your scalp and hair. An alternative to this remedy is boiling amaranth leaves in pure water. This water can be applied on your hair and scalp as well. 4. Products rich in catalase. Regular consumption of products rich in catalase is good for restoring the natural color of your hair and preventing the change of the hair color in the future. Catalase is an enzyme which helps to reduce hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide occurs in our bodies as a byproduct of a natural metabolic process. Yet, it leads to hair discoloration, bleaching hair follicles. Catalase helps to break this substance. Yet, when a person is aging, the production of catalase becomes less and less intensive. Eating products rich in this enzyme is one of the natural ways of restoring the normal reduction of hydrogen peroxide. What products should you consume for treating your gray hair? You should include cabbage, garlic, kale, onions, broccoli, cauliflower, and potatoes into your diet in order to get the color of your hair back. If you start eating such products on a daily basis, you will be able to provide your body with many other useful substances. 5. Copper. Some researchers claim that hair can lose its color because of copper deficiency. Zinc and iron deficiency can aggravate the condition. In order to prevent your hair from graying or reverse the normal color of your hair, you will need to eat more products containing this substance. For example, you should include asparagus, sesame seeds, soybeans, cashews, spinach, and shiitake mushrooms into your diet. You can also try to use special supplements containing copper, although it is better to consult a doctor first and check the real copper level in your blood. 6. Vitamin B12. It has already been mentioned in this article that vitamin B12 deficiency can trigger the process of hair graying. Then, if you want to prevent this condition or reverse the natural color of your hair, you should modify your diet, including milk, salmon, tuna, sardines, eggs, beef, and lamb. It is also possible to consume special supplements for strong and healthy hair which usually contain vitamin B12. 7. FOTI. FOTI is another name of Polygonum multiflorum, which is a climbing vine. This plant is native to China and it has been used for a long time for treating various illnesses and returning health and vitality to the entire body. No wonder that FOTI is believed to have anti-0-aging properties. Modern scientists agree with this belief since they found in their experiments that Polygonum multiflorum includes more than 100 chemical compounds which are very useful for the health of the body. As a result, FOTI is used by many people who would like to get rid of various maladies starting from gray hair up to cancer. You can take FOTI as a supplement to your diet. How to prevent hair from graying? You have already found several recommendations for the prevention of graying hair. You should improve your diet and include the products containing vitamin B12, zinc, copper and iron. In addition to it, you should try to avoid stress in your life. Of course, sometimes it is practically impossible because great life traumas, as well as serious illnesses, destroy the health of a human body, which leads to further health problems. Yet, you can help your body enormously by quitting smoking. Smoking has already been mentioned in this article and it is important to tell about it once again. Why smoking affects the color of your hair. One of the major reasons for it is the oxidative stress which is constantly caused by smoking. It is widely known that all the systems of your body are aging more quickly if you are a smoker. Thus, if you want to stay young for as long as it is possible, it is important to stop smoking. Before applying these recommendations, consult your doctor. Put a like under this video, subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell and share this video with your friends.